I want to start this video by saying something that might sound a little controversial. I've heard a lot of golf tips over the years from YouTube, from instructors, from playing partners, from random guys on the range. And honestly, most golf tips don't actually help most golfers. In fact, a lot of them make the game harder, especially if you're new. But a few years ago, I heard one tip that completely changed how I approach golf. Not just my swing, but how I think before every shot. And today, I genuinely believe that this might be the best golf tip I've ever heard, especially if you're a new or learning golfer. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed, confused, or frustrated trying to get better at golf, stick with me. Because this tip and the simple ideas around it can save you years of trial and error. And later in the video, I'll show you the one mistake most golfers make that completely cancels out this tip. Let's talk about why golf feels so hard for so many people. Most golfers are trying to do too much at the same time. Think about it. When you stand over the ball, how many thoughts are running through your head? Grip, making sure it's consistent and a proper grip. Stance, setting up the same way every time with whatever club you're using. Do I need to tweak something? What am I doing wrong? Backswing, how far am I going back? Tempo, do I want 2 to 1 or 1 to 1? Don't slice it. That's going to make you slice it. Don't top it. Yup, that's going to make you top it. Keep your head down. Guess what? Not going to happen. That's not how the human brain works. Golf happens fast. Your body doesn't have time to process a checklist. And especially for beginners, that overload creates tension, and tension kills good golf. So instead of piling on more tips, what if we simplified everything down to one guiding idea? That's what this video is about. And once you understand this one idea, the 4 tips I'll show you will finally make sense. So here's the tip. The best golf tip I've ever heard is this. Golf is about commitment, not perfection. Let that sink in. Most golfers aren't failing because their swing's broken. They're failing because they don't commit. They stand over the ball hoping instead of deciding. When you commit to a target, a shot, an intention, the body organizes itself better. Everything I'm about to show you is designed to help you commit, not to swing perfectly, just to swing freely. If you think you need more help, we're just about to release the beta of our Golf Reboot training program. Comment beta down below and you can get access as soon as it's released. So let's start with the first piece, and this one alone can immediately calm your swing. Before you swing the club, you should already know what shot you're trying to hit. I don't mean perfectly, I just mean clearly. See the ball starting somewhere, flying somewhere, and landing somewhere. Your brain responds incredibly well to pictures, so imagine it landing where you want to and flying how you want to. When you give your brain a picture, your body has a job to do. This isn't about imagination skills, it's about intention. Even if you're brand new, you can visualize a direction. And here's the key. Once you visualize it, you stop second guessing. Now here's where most golfers mess this up. And it has everything to do with aiming. This is one of the simplest tips in golf and one of the most powerful. Instead of aiming at something far away, pick something close, 1 to 3 feet in front of your ball. It could be a leaf, a piece of grass, a divot, anything. I also tend to place my ball when I'm teeing off with a logo sitting where I want the club to make contact. And that's the spot that I look at. Your body is much better at aiming at something close than something far away. It gives you confidence, and confidence creates commitment. When golfers miss, it's often because they were never aiming well to begin with. While you're learning to aim, you need to make sure you're practicing smart at the same time, not just hitting balls. Practice with intention. If you need guidance in creating a better practice plan, comment free guide down below and I'll send you the link to our free practice guide. It's what I use and I think it can help you get better too. Now that you've committed to a target, let's talk about what your arms should feel like. This isn't a technical swing tip, it's a feel. It took me years to start feeling my swing, and it finally has all clicked for me. When you address the ball, your arms naturally form a V shape. Your goal is to keep that relationship as long and consistent as possible throughout the swing. You don't need to force it, just don't lose it. I have zero flexibility. Eventually my elbows are gonna bend. That's okay. In high school, I never knew this, and I wish I did. Obviously, at a certain point, you are gonna get that bend in your elbow, but that's just how it is. The longer you can keep that shape, the more likely you are to make great contact. This promotes solid contact and keeps your swing simple, less thinking and better playing. For beginners, this is huge because contact is everything. And if you learn how to make contact from the beginning, you'll be golden and playing well before you know it. But even if you do all of this, there's still one missing piece. Take a breath. This sounds almost too simple, but taking a breath before you swing is one of the fastest ways to improve your golf. How many times have you hit a terrible shot and then another and another and another, and you've blown up your whole round? And the crazy part is, the initial bad shot was actually on the range. You need to learn to release it. Let it go. Breathing tells your nervous system that you're safe. It slows your tempo. Slowing tempo is fine. It keeps you controlled. It releases tension, and it helps you commit. Most golfers rush when they're nervous. This does the opposite. I've said it before. Speed for the sake of speed is a death wish. Yes, speed can be good when you're ready for it, but even today, after a bad hole or shot, I put down the driver and grab my trusty 7-iron. I don't care where the next shot goes. I know that I'm consistent with my 7 and it will help calm me down. You need the reset or reboot. So here's the full routine. Visualize the shot. See the ball come up, fly, and land at the target you're shooting for. Pick a close target, whether it's a mark in the grass, a stick, or anything. Field the V between your arms. Take a breath and swing. That's it. No swing thoughts, no panic. This works on the range, it works on the course, it works under pressure. The biggest mistake golfers make with this routine is abandoning it when they get nervous. That's when you need it most. If this helped you, comment routine down below. I struggled with a lot of the game when I first started and couldn't decide where to start. Bunker shots were a big one for me, but I really had trouble all around. If the sand scares you too, there's a video popping up over here that's going to go over the best way I've found to stop fearing the sand trap. I think it'll really help you. My goal is to post things that I wish I knew when I started golfing in 2004 and help 1,000 golfers in 2026 while I do it. And don't forget to subscribe so you see the rest of our videos and become part of the Golf Reboot family so that together we can play better, have more fun, and love the game again. See you next time.